Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Brad, this is John, and we're the Posh Kings.
Hey everybody, we're so happy that you're all here. We took a few days off, taking care of some other business odds and ends, and we are back. We hope you all missed us terribly. I doubt it, but
We're
it would
back!
feel good if you said yes. Here we are. So as always, we're going to jump into some questions.
So you guys keep sending in your questions, and we greatly appreciate it.
Exactly.
These are fun.
Yeah, they're always fun. Well, some of them are really fun.
Some of them are really fun.
Some are just factual. Okay, so the first one is this. Have you ever shipped wrong orders to people on Poshmark?
We get asked this a lot because I think people
We really do, because I think it's a constant fear that people have.
Especially if you sell like multiple items or multiple orders in like one round, so to say.
Yeah.
It's inevitable. You might make a mistake. We're not, robots. We're human. And the answer is yes, we've done it.
So what we have done, and I would probably say it has happened maybe 3 or 4 times. We've been on Poshmark since early 15. And what we are very fortunate in the beginning, you had to go through kind of the traditional process. Both people either contacted you and said they got the wrong stuff, or you figured it out before it was delivered. So you would have to have them send it back to you.
Both.
You would have to
Both people have to send them back to you. We have to relist it, then have them purchase again, and then ship it back.
then reship it back out, which is really just a crazy time-consuming process.
Yes.
The last 2 times that it happened, which probably is over the last 2 years, Poshmark really kind of just gets it. They try to make it super easy now. So be it when the client realized, and I don't remember what came first, the chicken or the egg, the client realized or we realized, we then reached out to Poshmark through, Posh support, so forth and so on, alerted them of the 2 orders and told them to do so, told them about it. And they actually reached out to both clients, shipped them new shipping labels, so they could ship it to each other.
So they didn't have to come back to us.
Didn't have to come back to us, a waste of time of relisting, reshipping, and just sent it to each other. And when it delivered, it just delivered out.
Yeah. So pretty much, if it ever happens to you guys, just write Poshmark support,
and they handle it for you. It's really amazing.
It's really, really good. Helpful. Super helpful.
Yeah, it's a great perk that they, as long as you alert them to the problem, they will sort it out for you.
Definitely.
We didn't have to do anything.
Nope.
So it's easy now.
Yes, definitely.
Next, what do you feel has been your best business move this year? Well, definitely, and I think we both completely agree with this, it is starting to use Vendoo.
Yeah.
It really has changed our business in so many different ways, and I think the biggest impact it has had is that the app works so efficiently and it's so easy that the amount of time that we have saved by using it has really allowed us to kind of venture off into so many different arenas and projects and so forth and so on, and really grow our business, which has been it's been good for our soul, because we're doing other things than sit in front of the computer looking at glitches all day.
Yeah, definitely. The speed and accuracy are like on point. It's really, really just insane. Plus, I'm very short fused when it comes to like technology, because we always say we're dinosaurs. Vendoo literally has taken a lot of my crazes, my chaos out of my life, to where I'm not so crazy in front of him, which drives him crazy in the end. So seriously, by using Vendoo,
it's given us the ability to do so much more.
Yeah, definitely. So definitely, you guys check it out. We have the link below.
Oh yeah.
Click it, and
you do have that down there, right?
Yes. Yeah. Right down below. You all see it there. You get 25% off your first month. You won't regret it. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to us. So Vendoo is definitely our best move.
Yeah, without a doubt. Number 3, how do we handle Poshmark cases?
It was so different in the beginning. I remember, I think we even told this story, like when
they were scary in the beginning.
Like when we had our first case, I mean, like literally it ruined our life. Like we were out to dinner with your mom and at the Cheesecake Factory, which you never want to ruin a good night dinner at the Cheesecake Factory, of course.
It's really good.
Literally, I remember we got the case, and I forgot what it was about, but like we were like,
I know exactly what it was about.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, remind because I
And
don't.
she wrecked us.
Well,
it was basically about, it was an authenticity
oh, that's right.
case
Yes.
for a Kate
Yes.
Spade bag.
They got from the outlet.
Yeah, and as many of you may know, back in the day, there were two types of Kate Spade bags. There were Kate Spade bags that were only sold, for the most part, in the mall retail stores, full retail stores. And then they made specialty bags just really for outlet sale. For the most part, about 95% of them. We had purchased a few of the outlet bags, and we and sold them. Great price to the people. And the one client, she insisted because it wasn't a bag from the retail store.
She said it was fake.
Yeah. And she wrecked us.
Ruined us.
Wrecked us.
And we kept coming back with facts and all that stuff. And meanwhile, we're like, we didn't even get our appetizers yet. And I'm like, all I wanted was my lettuce wraps. What is up? I needed my chicken lettuce wraps in my life.
Yeah.
And so we're like all of a sudden going in hard. We're like, no, this is not true. And literally back then, there was no mediator. So you can just keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back. I mean, it was
didn't know what they were thinking.
You know what they were thinking until they actually chimed in and made a decision. So we literally went to war.
And of course they settled in our favor. Yeah. They knew what it was.
But the point is we're like, okay, John's mom, let's go. We're going home. We'll order pizza or something like that. And I'm like, and we just sat all day and we're just on fire. So things have changed a little bit.
Well, look, first of all, we kind of are really calm about the matter now. We don't even respond often. If it's a size, a fit, or they don't like the color type thing, we just kind of let it go.
If everything
Poshmark will handle it.
If it's something as in size or whatever, or the description, if you have everything you need in that description and title and all that stuff, and you have all the pictures you need, then technically you don't have to say anything, and Poshmark will side with you.
Normally, if I decide to write something, even if I know it's in our favor, we will just write on the case, Poshmark support. We greatly appreciate you looking into and handling the situation. Thank you so much.
Right.
And we just kind of sign off. That way, the client kind of feels like at least we have acknowledged the situation. Poshmark will apply the Poshmark rules, and it normally has always been cool. Less aggravation for us, less aggravation for the client. Poshmark just applies rules.
The only time we actually do,
Well, two times. One is if we see someone purposely damage something.
Which we've had done.
And we've always won those cases because normally it's always in the photo. If you take pictures
of everything, and you're covering all those angles, I said, earlier, it'll still look okay. I mean, we have people cut tags out, and it's our picture in the description has a tag, so it looks kind of weird. There's no tag all of a sudden.
Yeah. But then there's the big one, and this is one that we will really fight out.
And you should too.
Is authenticity.
There's a lot that goes behind the authenticity thing. I think people, especially buyers, they automatically think, you know what? Well, if I can't do, let's say, fit or this, their next best thing to say is, well, it's not authentic. There's a lot just cause to get their way and get their return.
Right. They don't realize.
There's a lot of risk.
I don't think people are as mean-spirited as you would think that would be for them to do that. They just don't realize the gravity as a seller to be accused of selling fake goods. And it's huge, and we don't mess around.
It's a federal offense, obviously.
So our first response will always be to inform them that we're sorry they feel that way and that their findings are inaccurate. And then we give them a plethora, and we write a dictionary
on Google,
supporting facts with photos as to why the item is authentic. Yep. Poshmark 100% has always sided with us because we have always been accurate, because we will not sell items that we are not completely confident are authentic.
I don't want to go to jail. I'm too fragile.
Again. No, kidding. Kidding. Don't need that getting around.
No, that's a bad one.
Yeah, that's a bad one.
I am way too fragile to go to jail.
All in all, authenticity, we feel you really have to defend yourself and really get in there and provide facts. Yeah. And Poshmark really will get into the nitty-gritty of it because they take authenticity
very seriously.
Very seriously. We know that a lot of people are constantly, and we understand it because we get it, upset about all the accounts that come on and they put the fake goods up.
So annoying.
However, that is like really a bot that's doing that and just constantly trying to infiltrate.
So they get shut down and then all of a sudden they get put back, they come right back up. So,
and it's kind of hard for them to handle and just constantly stay on top of it. But they do.
Yeah.
But they do sneak through and there's nothing we can do about that.
One last thing too, like, and we've done this, especially with like really high-end stuff. If it keeps going back and forth and all that, we will even come down to the wire and just say, you know what, Poshmark, please have them send you the item and you guys can authenticate it to...
I don't think they're always so fond.
They're not fond of doing that.
Please
but you know what though?
Now.
I think sometimes in the past we've done that and they go, you know what?
But they will.
But they've also done it to where they go, you know what? These guys provide all the info we need. They got all the pictures, and they go, case approved.
Yeah.
Or in our favor, that is, case approved. That you know, so it's authentic.
So we've always been fortunate that way because again, we will not sell something that we are not 100% confident is authentic. Moving on, this was kind of fun. So, what is the weirdest comment you have ever received from a client?
We've had a lot.
There's a lot.
I mean, everything.
There's a lot.
I mean, even everything just as. I mean, this has been since we started. Even things of just, you know, can you guys model these shoes? I'm like, my foot.
And I think they just realize that we're not women. I mean, some days, you know, if I wear too much eyebrow pencil, you know, that's it's a little refutable.
I can't.
You know, that, or I would say, you know, in all seriousness, we had a woman who asked because she wanted to buy blazers, and before she would buy one, she would always ask if it was more into a funeral.
Yep.
So that was, and she bought several from us, and
which I always thought was a very weird, odd question.
Funeral.
Yeah.
We've had people ask that if, to our knowledge, if a dead person had ever worn the shoes that we were selling.
Which I thought was weird too, but then John kind of explained to me.
There's a lot.
There are a couple of theories behind it or something like that. Or?
What's it called?
Myths.
Myths about you know wearing a dead person's shoes. Well, and all I can tell them is I assure you that at whatever point these shoes were worn, the person was alive.
Definitely.
Or they'd be in the casket or burned. That didn't go over well.
Didn't go over well. Nope, that did not fly.
And we get lots of things that later on you come to realize, and there's smoking, you come to realize that sometimes there's just really factual reasons behind this.
Yeah.
We had a client years ago who wanted to, well, that was the smoking one, but this is another one about shoes. She only wanted to buy left shoes and wanted to buy lots of them. And obviously we couldn't do so. We couldn't then change up all of our shoes. But we realized she was an amputee, so obviously she only technically needs the left. You know, but so that we kind of get and totally understand.
Which is a great tip, by the way, because we know a lot of people actually sell like singles when it comes to shoes on eBay.
And do really well with them.
Really well because amputees need just...
Especially on eBay. I think eBay has a bigger reach when it comes to the single shoe.
Definitely.
Then we had a gal, we sold her a new with tags, Michael Kors bag. And it was from the store, you know, yada yada, brought it home, kept it in our house. We both, you know, like many people, we used to be smokers. We don't smoke anymore. Haven't smoked for a long time. Have never smoked in our house.
Never.
Don't smoke in a warehouse. Don't smoke anywhere near anything. But anyway, her complaint was, and obviously she just didn't like the bag, that the bag smelled like smoke when she got it, like an ashtray. I mean, she went full on and you know yada yada.
Mind you, it was wrapped in its store plastic.
Yeah, still had store plastic
with the styrofoam and everything. They wrapped.
We bought instead of taking the store's display, they just brought the one from the back.
Yep.
So it's never been exposed since the day it was made. However, when you look at her profile picture, she was sitting in front of her chair in a nylon beach chair, smoking her
cigarillos, just
like
puffing away,
toting up.
I'm like, okay.
And it was like, so I wrote back. I said, "Girl, if there's any smoke, it's coming from your own house."
Mm-hmm.
Just
take
saying.
that one to the bank.
I mean,
zing.
It wasn't my house.
Yep, and it wasn't us.
Yeah. No harm against smokers. Yes. Whatever you do, you do.
We're not that kind of people. We're not reformer smokers like that.
Yeah. Final question, and I will let the shipping guy, handle this. How do you handle Mercari shipping?
Well, things have changed so much on Mercari. Like everyone knows.
I know that's a broad question, but that's
a broad
so we're going
question.
to assume what the person was asking.
Well, I remember like when we started Mercari, they used to do anything up to a pound, like quarter pound, half pound, 3/4 pound, 1 pound, which they still, I think they do. I think they do half pound, whatever, but they still do them in increments up to a pound. Then they would do 1 pound to 2 pounds, 2 pounds to 3 pounds. And there was always like a little bit of a break. Now, once you go over 1 pound, if you're shipping through Mercari, it's one rate. So it could be like 1 pound, 1 ounce, and you're paying up to the 3 pound mark. So what
like
we do
$85 or something like that.
Not $85, but definitely expensive. So we use anything, like seriously, we always use Pirate Ship. Also, their rates on Pirate Ship are cheaper for USPS. And I don't know if any of you know or heard the news, USPS is raising the rates, I think by like July 10th or July 11th, something like that. We just saw the article yesterday. So using Pirate Ship definitely helps. So I recommend doing that.
Now,
and then you can also weigh.
And you may have already said this, but don't we use Mercari for certain things for the shipping?
Well, we try not to do anything that is too heavy. Obviously, if it's an expensive item and it's heavy, then I use Mercari's shipping label, because then also too they'll be able to.
They protect you.
They protect up to I think $300 or something like that. So if we sell
and we did use that once. Someone said they didn't receive their bag.
So we were able to, let's say we sell a pair of Gucci shoes, then because the price is higher, it's worth the $12, I think, and 50 cents it is, something like that. And that
or basically insurance of the product, because they don't cover you if you do pirate shipping.
But if we're doing like a Free People sweater, I just use Pirate Ship. You can save a ton of money doing it that way, and Pirate Ship does protect you, so you save money that way. So that's what we do when it comes to shipping on Mercari.
And there you have it.
See how good he is at shipping?
But I package it all. He creates the labels. He gets the money going on it. That's his angle.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Be well, everybody.
Yep. Be sure to hit that like button, and please consider subscribing if you're not already subscribed to us. We'll keep putting out content for you guys. We love you all. Have a good one.
Take care.